So the Biden administration is looking at implementing vaccine passports. Now, I predicted this. I think a lot of people actually predicted this because we were talking about this last year when you had Ticketmaster, as well as other companies, but Ticketmaster basically said, you know what, if you were going to have a concert or an event of some sort, we're just going to basically make it so that you are unable to go if you haven't had a vaccine. Well, what we're seeing here now is that they're trying to come up with a way to prove that you don't have a vaccine or haven't had a vaccine and then prove that you do by giving you a passport showing that you've taken the vaccine. Now, we all, like I said, knew that this was coming. The Washington Post actually first reported on Sunday that the Biden administration is coordinating with multiple government agencies in developing a system that will impact many aspects of life. Because of course it is. There's a very good chance that you're going to have situations where you are unable to go to the movies, go to the store, go to any other place you can think of, theme parks, if you don't have this vaccine passport. Keep in mind that this is very similar to how China has operated for a very long time. They have this thing called, it's like a social credit system. So here you have like your actual monetary credit, and that's kind of it. But there, they have a social credit card, basically, where the people are given a score based off of many things that are outside of just monetary things. It could be decisions they made in life. It could be that somebody that maybe has more education gets a higher social credit score. It could be something like this, where the people that get a vaccine get a bump in their social credit score, but people that don't get it get a points taken off maybe. And then they can go to a store or something and they say, hey, look, we're not going to accept anybody that is below this threshold for their social credit. That is scary. We shouldn't be in this situation where that's a thing, where we're basically identifying people by this stupid vaccine card like this. Now, keep in mind, Democrats say that in order to vote, you shouldn't have to have an ID. But you have to have this vaccine passport, ID basically, to operate within a normal world. How does that make any sense? This is the issue with all of these discrepancies. You can't have it all. You can't try to be woke and fit in with everything else that's going on. It never works that way. There is no good logic for this at all. There never has been. Just do what we tell you, and then maybe you'll be able to return to normal. Maybe you'll be able to go back to your past life. The thing is that the vaccine isn't perfect. It never has been, it never will be. No vaccine is. Okay? So vaccine's what? 95% more effective at what it does. Great. That's good, right? Here's the problem. COVID also has a very, 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 very high recovery rate as well. So when you're talking about both of these things at the same time, if you're saying that, hey, these people shouldn't be allowed to go into this place because they haven't had a vaccine, is a bit ridiculous considering the fact that there's no perfect 100% effectiveness of this thing in the first place. Why are you requiring something for people to do that is not 100% effective? It's only 95% effective. And even then, people could still walk around getting it and then they'll just look crazy. Like, I got it, I still, you know what I mean? Like, the point is, you can get the vaccine, but you have to keep in mind that this should not be required for you to go into a store. It should not be required for you to live your life like a normal human being, because it isn't perfect. Nothing is perfect. It literally isn't. So why require that for the supposed normality that they're trying to return everything in society back to? It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way.